Hello world, welcome to a new video on the Build Tours channel. If it is the first time that you are here, I introduce myself. I am Luis Velázquez and I am the manager and dreamer of Build Tours. Build Tours is a tour operator located in Ecuador, and our goal is to promote Ecuador to the world, including Ecuadorians. And of course, taking into account sustainability of the territories and their cultures. This is something that I learn about every day and that I hope that you see in this channel. So if you're interested in knowing about Ecuador, knowing about the Andean culture, South America, then I invite you to subscribe to this channel and click on the bell so that you know more about South America, Latin America in general. But, well, we, as part of our business, we also assist with visas. We assist with tourist visas, residency visas, temporary and permanent residency visas to Ecuador. And this video will be to talk about visas. Of course, if you want to know about nature and culture, you will know in other videos, and I invite you to subscribe to this channel. But if you also want to be up to date with visa situation in Ecuador, I invite you to subscribe to this channel as well. In this video, I will talk about something that I've been wanting to talk about since some time ago, and it's related to visas. Because through all of this time, like I've been in business with Build Tours for 3 years, I've been receiving messages from people from other continents, from many parts around the world that want to come to Ecuador, but to use Ecuador as a bridge to get to the United States of America. And well, this is a complex topic, but basically what people have been doing is like coming from other continents, especially Africa and Asia, and flying to Ecuador and then using Ecuador as a bridge. They go to Colombia, then to Panama, through the Darien Gap, the Darien Jungle, and then go up to Mexico and then get to the USA. And yeah, this is not an activity I work for, and this is not something that I actually recommend you to do because it's illegal. I mean, if you want to migrate illegally to the United States, well, things have changed now because now there is a new government in the United States that has changed things. And I will talk about that in this video because many people may want to know about the current situation. So far, I have worked with people that want to come to Ecuador as tourists. When I indicate the requirements to get the tourist visa, of course, I assume you're coming as a tourist. If people want to come for other purposes to Ecuador, if they want to work here, I tell you. Well, you can get the temporary residency visa also, and these are the requirements. If you haven't watched my other videos on this topic, then you can watch them after finishing this one, because I think this one may have things that may be of interest to you as well. But if you want to work here, I tell you, like, if you're coming from a country looking for better opportunities here, okay, this is the situation here. Maybe in your situation is not the best because Ecuador is a Spanish-speaking country, and if you don't know Spanish, it may be very difficult for you. Ecuador is not in the best situation in terms of economy, maybe in terms of safety, that is not so good, but depending on the part of the country where you are, because Ecuador is a small country, but very diverse in territories. So one thing is what you have in cities like Guayaquil and something different that you have in cities like Cuenca, where I live. But that's a topic for another video. What I want to tell you is that many people have been using Ecuador as a bridge to get to the Americas, right? They come here, then they want to get to the US through different methods. And yeah, the former government of the United States of America was allowing many people to get into the United States. However, that has stopped since the new government entered in office 1 month ago. And many Ecuadorians have been going to the US in an illegal way. And yeah, now, well, not now, because this is something that has been happening since some time ago. They are being detained, being deported. But this is also happening to people from other countries. And I'm making this video because if you're a person that is thinking about making this, I'm making my part here and telling you, like, don't do it. Of course, you are owner of your own life, but if you are trying to do that, yeah, I don't recommend it. And of course, don't count with me for that. Let me show you some. I watch Ecuadorian TV news almost every day. And I'm making this video because this morning I saw this video that I'm going to show you now in a moment. To show about the situation that is happening with some people that are being detained in Panama. But these people were already in the United States. The new government of the United States, it is expensive to return these people to their countries. So the new government is like trying to get the people out of the United States as soon as possible, little by little maybe, through other countries. So there is a considerable group that was sent to Panama from different countries: Sri Lanka, China, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India. And let's see the article directly because it's interesting. Let's see the video.
299 migrantes deportados por Estados Unidos están retenidos en un hotel de Panamá.
299 migrants deported from the United States are in a hotel in Panama, right?
No se les permite salir de sus habitaciones hasta ser enviados a sus países de origen.
They are not allowed to leave their hotel rooms in Panama until they are actually being sent to their countries of origin, in an airplane, of course.
Sin embargo, el gobierno panameño advirtió que quienes se nieguen a tomar los vuelos de repatriación serán enviados a un albergue en la región del Darién.
And the Panamanian government already warned that people that don't want to return to their home country will actually be sent to a shelter in the Darien jungle. I assume these shelters were those that were made for Venezuelans, because there is a crisis in Venezuela. It's a country in the north of South America that was very wealthy, but thanks to policies and corrupt politicians, they're entering a huge crisis with 6 million people leaving the country. 6 million out of a country of about 32 million people. So imagine, not a war, but the refugee crisis is the highest in this side of the world, in the Americas. But, well, now the Panamanian government, which entered last year, which took office last year, and has made alliances with the United States, or some treaties, agreements with the United States for taking care of deported people, are using these facilities that they were using for Venezuelans before and other people. Well, the Ecuadorian government, actually, we are all part of this, because many people were coming to Ecuador using Ecuador as the bridge to enter into the Americas. Chinese people, for example, until last year, they didn't need a visa to enter in Ecuador. Just with their passports, they could fly into Ecuador, and then from Ecuador, they would go to Colombia, and then from Colombia to Panama, and then to Costa Rica, and then all the way through Central America up to Mexico, and then the United States. But several months ago, the Ecuadorian government decided to start asking Chinese citizens for a visa to enter in Ecuador, because this was huge. It was thousands of Chinese people coming just to go to the United States, and illegally, of course. So that's why they made this. And the crisis was so huge in the Americas that, well, the United States chose the government they chose, and the other countries in Latin America are acting towards what's happening there. And that's why we're having this type of news.
El lujoso hotel Decápolis en la ciudad de Panamá se ha convertido en un improvisado centro de detención para 299 migrantes deportados por Estados Unidos.
299 migrants deported from the United States in this luxurious hotel in Panama City from different countries.
Llegaron como parte del compromiso que adquirió el gobierno panameño con la administración Trump de funcionar como puente o país de tránsito. Son ciudadanos de Irán, India, Nepal, China, Pakistán,
They are citizens of Iran, India, Nepal, China, Pakistan, Afganistán,
Vietnam y
Vietnam and
Sri Lanka, que arribaron el jueves y desde entonces permanecen encerrados en sus habitaciones, custodiados por policías, a la espera de ser enviados a sus países de origen.
Nosotros le brindamos...
El ministro de Seguridad dice que no están detenidos y que su alimentación y atención médica está garantizada. Sin embargo, tienen prohibido salir.
Estas personas no pueden circular por nuestro país precisamente para garantizar la seguridad y la paz de los ciudadanos.
The Ministry of Safety of Panama says they cannot go outside to protect the Panamanian citizens, and they will be able to leave only when they are going to the airport to take the plane back to their countries, or when they are going to the other shelter if they don't accept to go back to their countries of origin.
Ciudadanos panameños.
Algunos migrantes han mostrado carteles pidiendo ayuda. Otros aseguran que en sus países corren peligro.
People are asking for help and claiming that their life is in danger in their countries of origin. And yeah, that may be the truth. So it's a very difficult situation, what's happening. But the problem is that not all of them have their lives endangered. And that's why, the government of the United States is taking the measures they're taking, because many people have taken advantage of the system, and also bad people taking advantage of the people in need of help, charging lots of money and creating all of these black market of people, because they smuggle people into the Americas, then through all of Central America, then in the border. And, the situation right now is very difficult, because with the Panamanian government, if you want to enter in Panama through the jungle, it is way more difficult than it was last year. Then, if you got to make it through Costa Rica and then through Mexico, which is also very dangerous, because of the cartels and other mafias, if you actually get to the border of the United States, it will be very difficult to enter. It's way more protected, and it's not like it was before, that they allowed people to enter and then indicate that they were asylum seekers and they would go through a special process. Now they are being detained and being deported.
La Organización Internacional para las Migraciones, OIM, y la Agencia de la ONU para Refugiados, ACNUR, gestionan sus vuelos. Hasta ahora 171 aceptaron ser repatriados y para el resto evalúan la posibilidad de enviarlos a otros países. Sin embargo,
are being returned to their countries of origin, but they are analyzing if sending people to other countries as well.
El gobierno panameño advirtió que quienes no acepten regresar serán trasladados temporalmente a un albergue en la región del Darién.
La Agencia Central de Inteligencia.
Well, that's basically what it is. There are other videos about this topic, like from this People times XP in this month, 299 deportees from the U.S. held in Panama hotel. Why deportees asking for help at Panama hotel? Migrants, including Indians, deported from the U.S. moved from Panama hotels to the jungle. This is new, so they are starting to move people to but they say here in the description, the U.S. has recently deported a large group of migrants, including Indians, Afghans, Chinese, Pakistanis, and others to Panama as part of a new agreement between the two countries. This agreement allows the U.S. to send deported migrants to Panama, which will then be responsible for arranging their return to their home countries. However, many of these migrants now face an uncertain future, as they have been moved from a hotel in Panama City to the dangerous Darien jungle region, one of the most treacherous areas in the world. Honestly, I find that description too sensationalist, because the Darien jungle is dangerous, but it's not like they are moving the migrants to the jungle and leaving them on their own. No, they're going to shelters located in what is the end of the jungle. Because when people were crossing from Colombia to Panama and then the jungle to get to the, like, close to the urban area of Panama, they had to leave the jungle, and there was a United Nations, the ACNUR site for helping the people that were crossing all of this area. So it's not like they're going into the jungle and only to be in danger there. But anyways, the thing is that they are catching people, and people are taking, well, people have been taking advantage of the situation. These were mafias all around the world, moving people, smuggling people into the Americas through Ecuador. And if you are a person that wants a better opportunity, a better life, of course, like many of us want, remember that in the Americas, Ecuador is the second country that has sent more people to the United States in the last few years through the southern border. So that means that we in Ecuador understand the situation in a big way, and we're very concerned now because now we are also having a lot of people return to their country. Well, if you want a better life, the thing is, try to do it the right way. Because now you could simply be scammed. There are many scammers. And that's why I'm making this video, because I have received many messages of people wanting to come here, or people that have been scammed. And, well, respect the rules. Like, if you're getting a tourist visa to Ecuador, it's because you're coming as a tourist, because you're doing tourism in Ecuador. If you want to work here, and you know that from the very beginning, then get the temporary residency visa. If you want to go to the United States and use Ecuador as a bridge, I don't really recommend you to do that. And actually, I don't think the Ecuadorian government will approve the visa, because they may realize if you're a person that is coming as a tourist, or if you're a person that may simply use Ecuador as a bridge to get to North America. Well, that's part of what I wanted to indicate, because, yeah, I want people that are looking at this, I don't want you to end like these people in the hotels asking for help, and then waiting for a deportation flight, and then being with a lot of debts, then having been scammed. I don't really want that. So that's why I say try to do the things the right way, or do the things the right way. But if you can't, I mean, now with the internet we can do many things online. It's the only thing I can think of, because I've started all of these also with tourism. Last year was terrible for us. It's not so good for us right now in Ecuador as well. But I'm doing other things online. And I know it's difficult, I know, but I'm being honest in this video. If you don't want to end in the situation where you are living with fear all the time, because the ICE, what they call the immigration police in the United States, may cut you and return you, and then you have a high debt. Also, the United States is super expensive, so sometimes it's difficult to make the ends meet. Then inform yourself first about all the situation. And that's why I'm also making this video, to inform you. I may be making more videos about this here, but maybe not in this channel, maybe in my other channel called Luis of Ecuador. So if you want to know about this type of news, go there as well. But if you want to know about general news about visas, nature, culture of Ecuador, remember that we will be posting this type of content on the channel. That would be it for now. I will leave in the description of the video the links to these other videos that I have mentioned here, so that you go watch. And remember, be informed. Information, knowledge is power, and that's the best we can do now, so that we are prepared for the things in this modern world. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked the video, click like. Let me know your opinion in the comments if you're a person that have been thinking about maybe coming to Ecuador as a tourism, but you have your doubts, because I'm taking that into account as well. Or let me know your opinion in general about this whole situation with migrants from your country, like why you may have been thinking about migrating, or if you are from the United States or Canada or even Mexico, what do you think about all this situation and what's happening now? And what you would like to know from our side in Ecuador, as a country that's sending many people. We're the second country in the region after Venezuela that has sent people to the United States through the southern border, or whatever. Feel free. And of course, remember to subscribe. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.